football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Mike. Both these teams we saw just a week ago play really well in their wild card matchups. So now they find themselves one game away from the conference championship. And it really comes down to, at this stage of the game, Mike, it's not who's practicing the best. Those reps have been really cut down. Right now, it's about getting your legs back and understanding who are we as a team, who is our opponent as a team, and who is going to play the best. Well, in a couple minutes, this thing's going to be kicked off, and we're going to find out.
First and 10.
Look out! What is that?
Allen gonna throw to get things going. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today.
He gets free, and he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10.
What's that?
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
What's that?
In motion, Shakir.
That's it.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
What's that? What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Raiders offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DeMar Hamlin with the good coverage, got a hand in there and knocked that one away. From the gun, it's Gino. Quick throw, taken in. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The gun, here's a run of the gun, and he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there, maybe just a couple of feet short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Vegas.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. So what's that?
On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. That's his 1st grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders are in the lead by the score of 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on the... That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are able to extend their first quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Throwing now, Allen here. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They run with the third-year man. It's James Cook. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Smith now to throw on first down. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. It's the Raiders with the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
53.
Smith to throw on first and 10. That one caught by Tucker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we go.
Here's Gino. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's first and 10. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Tuesday right here. Hey, here we go, hey.
Now a give on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first down, it's out. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 1st and 10.
Look. There we go, Salon.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
There we go, Salon.
Up the middle they go. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Look out. What's that?
Now Allen on 1st down. Now he'll run. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he has...
And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto it. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Line.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Ready. There we go, son.
Back to the air, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
You can see the look on that quarterback's face. He took a big, deep breath. He knows he might have gotten away with one. He's trying to give his receiver a chance in the end zone to go get it. The defender got there first, and fortunately for him, he didn't come away with the interception.
And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and fourth down's coming up. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
We go. We go.
From the gun, it's Allen. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
We go.
On second down, Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So we are at halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns matching up against the LA Chargers. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening has the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready. There we go, son.
Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
To throw. Smith. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
A first down throw for Smith. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
Check 58. There we go, throw it. Look. There we go, throw it.
Here's Smith. That is hauled in at the 5. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
Check 58.
Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a run. And he will score again. Touchdown, Raiders. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
We go.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darnay Holmes.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
drive will start on the ground, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Smith. Going up top. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving.
Here we go.
And then some. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. It's 2nd down.
Ready!
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Hey, here we go.
They'll go. Smith. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Alert! What's that? It's on!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
What's that?
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
What's that?
On second down, here is Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Half. Look out!
Allen to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
What's that?
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion.
Look out!
Allen gonna throw again. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's gonna be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to third
Half
and
85,
3.
half 85. What's that?
Throwing again. It's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. 41 yards. A design run here for Allen. And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Maybe still a payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So what's up?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Ready. Check 59, check 59, cover.
From the gun, it's Gino. Looking middle, and he's got Myers.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Ready.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
Here we go.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders.